Yep, it was an 8-minute video, and she'll probably call back eventually because listen, this is deep lore. By the time this goes up, I wanted a 12-pack of Baja Blast, right? Apparently, no one's restocked it. I guess it's finally done, right? Because the whole 100 Days of Baja promotion is ending in like September, right? And like not even like 4 days ago, they had 4 cases of it at Dollar General. So I was gonna walk to Dollar General today and get some, but then I go in and they didn't have any. So then I was like, guess I'll order it on Instacart, famous site where you can order soda. And now here we are. Here we are. It's all this time later. I don't have any Baja Blast, and I also specially ordered a bottle of Baja Blast and a bottle of Baja Punch. But I take it they're not going to have the Baja Punch. The Baja Blast is a stretch, but they should have it. Because if my local Cumberland Farms usually has it, then by God, they should too. And I think that means I'm getting, because of the way I have it, I think that means I'm getting voltage twice, which sucks. Because I got two 12-packs, so I think one of them was regular Mountain Dew, but maybe I did just get 2 voltages. That sucks. Oh, anyway, here we are, right? Foxtrot is a 6.9115038.379 pi times 2.2 award. That's what it gets. Better for worse of the week. God, that's so annoying that someone will have to watch this segmented now. My trials and tribulations with this. Do I respond if it's like, would they have the wherewithal to see like, oh, this kid wanted a bottle of Baja Blast and he also put down Baja Punch. Maybe I'll just get both. But no. Or Baja, maybe I'll just get 2 Baja Blasts. But here we are. Only game in town that has it still. Listed on. Anger boils through my blood. Better for worse of the week. We have a hygiene student with us today, Mr. Nedwit. She will be checking your pockets. And, she'll be checking your pockets? Is this like a dentistry thing? I don't know. And then, gloves. She didn't have gloves on. 'Tis better to have gloved and flossed than to have never gloved at us. 5. I'm furious that it's better to have loved than lost. It's better to have loved than lost, but the feeling it comes at a cost. Garfield of the week. Oh, 3 snowflakes were the same. 3 snowflakes were the same. Jim Davis, you can't do that. That's disgusting. The eye catch is gonna get a. I don't know, like a 4 maybe. Actually, it's a pretty good one. I'll give it a 6.5. Why are they still talking about snow in March? That's a lot of snow. That's a lot of snow. That's a lot of snow. Oh my god, bro. Where's John? In a lot of snow. Unlock this door. Unlock this door. I'm 6.5. Oh, scan, get me. Those are Spider-Man. I meant to do all my explanation like, oh, and by the way, I got an Instacart order, but she starts it at 8 when I want it delivered from 9 to 11. So what, are you going to do Heelys for an hour? No. You're so inconvenienced. You took the call, wait an hour. God, tipping you $3 to do this right. Which, it's not a lot for Instacart, mind you, but because most Instacart orders are like $400, so you get a higher tip. I'm going to go blow my nose because I was sneezing earlier. Hold on. And we're back with the BC of the week. Another boring afternoon. I need something to cheer me up. Look at me, pet me. I just love humans. My entire existence depended upon making you happy. You making fun of me? Yeah. 6.5. Yeah, I should be giving more feedback to these, but I'm not because this is surgical at this point. It's operatory. There's no theatrics anymore. This is the 9 to 5. I'm checking in, punch card. Imagine that's a punch card, and then I'm checking out. I can't get the sound that I want if I do the hand motion for the punch card. Hand motion is either like a or like a depending on how you're finagling it. So I'm just imagining that it's like a so it's not that's not how punch card work, but how punch card work. God, I really need to get some dew in me so that I can start speaking coherently. Chump checked the insect. But this not DoorDasher, this person on the Instacart hasn't responded to me yet. So did I even give this a ranking? 6.5, obviously, but yeah, this DoorDash person hasn't gotten back to me yet on the Baja Punch. So if I get Baja Punch, I will actually jump for joy and clap my hands like an actual infant because I really like that flavor and they don't have it anywhere. So if I figure out that's the place to get it, then by God, I'll order 20 bottles. Oh, Turbo, Cloudberry High. Turbo is a Eurobeat channel I follow whose profile picture is a quagsire. Yeah, I get notifications on here, so every now and then I'll be able to see, oh, wow, the battery life. I didn't even think of that. I've been using my phone all day. Thanks, me. Oh, no problem. Oh, we're like 60%. You can hear that? Yeah. Okay, we're going. We're moving. Hagar the Horrible. Do the Swedes have the banquet like the Danish? I suppose. How come I've never heard of a prune Swedish? Because the Danes invented the Danish. Because the Swedes couldn't think of anything other than meatballs. I want to tear into Hagar so bad. But I won't. I'll show restraint. But I want to punch that. What is he supposed to be canonically? Norse Viking? I get that's why they wear the Viking helmets, but then why does he have a red beard? Huh? Norse people never had that. Wouldn't that make him Swedish if he's Norse? If he's a Norse Viking, they're all Swedish, right? Oh my god, I hate the continuity here. It always makes me angry. These need the sampling. Hagar, you didn't pay for the Danish. It's only one Danish. If everybody came into the bakery and sampled one Danish, there would be no Danishes left. Then what? I'd sample any Claire. Oh, Hagar. Oh, Hagar. That's 6.5 for all those wondering. For all those at home on the edge of your seat. Wizard of the Week. That one took a while. I'll wait until 20 to do my famous less than 1 second. It's the Wizard of the Week. Yeah, I like the one. That one was good. I won't try to up that one. Man, this is really annoying because now I'm going to have 4 hours and 8 minutes of video because I'm going to go for 4 hours on this. Maybe I don't leave you paused when I go to snag the dew, huh? That would be kind of brutal. That would be a sort of cruel and unusual punishment. I'd do it, though. Oh, right, Wizard of the Week. So the castle is nothing, and then I take it it's like a lighthouse, but I guess it's not because that's the Wizard's Tower. Nope, next, nope, close. No, there. This is not your patronus? That is not your patronus? Hold. Also, I like how they have the wolf from the BC because they can't make more characters. Oh my god. Patronus. Latin. May God be to use. May God be to us as to our feathers. What? Patronus. Patrobus. Why did I type that in? Patronus. O-U-M-S. Well, there we are. That auto-corrected it for me. Wizarding World. Okay, let's go on an adventure. Shut up. Is this Harry Potter? Oh my god. Oh my, is this Harry Potter? Is this Harry Potter stuff, bro? Nerds. Nerds. Is strict intrinsically. God, I really need to learn how to read. So what is that? Your inner animal Patronus meaning? The Patronus is the most famous and famously difficult defensive charm. Its aim is to produce a silvery white guardian or protector, which takes the form of an animal. The next form of Patronus will not be apparent until the spell has been successfully cast. The exact form of the Patronus. Thank you, Wizarding World writing by J.K. Rowling. God. Well, that sucks, don't it? That you have to know some nerd culture for the wizard funny. Like, I guess, it fits the theme, obviously, but... So, he's selecting his Patronus, which, actually, it's a defensive charm. It's not a spell that you can cast with your wand. I don't know. The only thing I know about that book is the girl that cries in the bathroom and the snake that lives under the floorboards. Oh, speaking of the snake, the serpent is gonna make his grand appearance one of these books, okay? Oh, right, we're on the Wizard of the Week. 6, I don't know. You don't put your Patronus into here. So yeah, your Patronus. Get your Patronus on out of us, okay? Amongst us, okay? Listen, just amongst us. You ever seen that episode of Scooby-Doo where they're like, there is an imposter among... I'm just making things up now. Mother Goose and Rim of the Week, baby. Don't try to eat any of those new fish, Grimmy. They're piranhas. Good to know. Did you know that the piranhas are a myth made up by the natives who knew that the president was coming? The president was Roosevelt, Teddy Roosevelt. And they were like, hey guys, great idea. Let's leave these piranhas in a separate pool for about 8 days. And they won't have eaten anything. And then we'll dump them into the river. And then we'll remove a dam. And then we'll put a horse in the river. And then it'll eat the horse. So that's all piranhas do. And on a episode of Penn and Teller, Penn's big Teller's big toe got bit. Penn Gillette? Is that his name? Which one's Penn, which one's Teller? Oh, boom, boom, boom. Which one's Penn, which one's Teller? I think it's Penn. Wait, no, it's Teller. Which Patronus am I? Shut up. Which one's Penn? Which one's Teller? Which one is Penn and Teller? Sure. I'll just go with that one. Google autofill. Google autocomplete. Which one's Penn? Which one's Teller? Just say tall and short. Just tell me. Who's who? Penn Gillette. Penn is the taller one. Cool. Okay. So Teller is the... That's not his real name, right? Teller? No, okay. So Teller has never... Raymond is not mute. Oh, Teller's real name is Raymond Joseph Teller. Huh. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Because Teller is like the tell in every magic trick that they ever do. Like on this one time I saw Jimmy Fallon and it was like, here's gonna pull a rabbit out of a hat. And if you watch closely, Teller has his coat on the whole time and he's really holding the right side of his body together and you think, why is that? And because obviously Penn's out there and he's like, yeah, I'm Penn Gillette. And then he does the hand thing, which I've been doing to myself this whole time, but no one can see me doing the hand thing to draw attention to himself. And then Teller's like, God, this bunny's in my jacket and freaking out. And then at some point, he's like, okay, Teller, hold this hat for a second. But the way he does it is very nonchalant. And hold on, I want to find this, but I can't. I can't. We gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. I don't know, like a 6.5. It's a run of the mill. Doonesbury. Hello, you've reached MyFax, the leader in alternate realities. How may I direct your cry for help? Yeah, I'm looking for a new predictive belief system. I can assist you with that, sir. What have you embraced in the past? Well, I fell for the 1987 harmonic convergence, the 1994 rapture, and both 2011 raptures, and the 2012 Mayan long count. Then I bought into QAnon storm of January 6th, and I rested the March 4th, and the reset on March 4th. What's the reset on March 4th? I've been burned a lot. I can understand your frustration, sir. Let me check our end times inventory. Okay, I'm seeing an apocalypse in July. Does July work? No, the kids are home then. Anything in the fall? I don't know. It's like oh my god! Oh my god! It's not the snake or the serpent. It's the I don't know Tsuchinoko. If you know what a Tsuchinoko is, smash that MF like button, okay? Hand thing, boom, 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 and then smash that like button. I did the hand thing when I said MF. Yeah, Tsuchinoko, it's like a little fat rat snake. Anyway, squish. Oh, killed it with my hand off screen. Canonical death off screen. Like, all of these characters have been off screen. Hey, boo boo, I'm back for the 4th time! And boom! And then I shot him through the head with a shotgun. Don't worry, he'll be back. Hey, don't spoil the rest of it! Boom! Shot him a 2nd time. This will be important. That's on the test later. And as we all know, I'm mailing you a test to your house, to your current living situation. You could be in a car in the side of the road in Pasadena. I will find you, okay? Hand thing. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, you gotta do the hand thing when I say hand thing. Yeah, it's like a 7. I actually kind of enjoyed that one. I enjoyed the voice that I did. Can I speak to Champ? Is Champ home? Who is Champ?
That question will be answered this Sunday night at the WWE Super Slam for the low price of $59.99.
Old. Sorry, the wire got caught. Family circles of the week. Daddy isn't wiping your kisses off. He's rubbing them in. What? Why would he be? Is he like scratching his face? There's something on that newspaper. Enhance. People of Shadows. I don't know. I'm gonna say it's People of Shadows. It's probably not though. Android and Samsung. Boo. Boo. That's the easy one. Boom, boom, boom. Hand thing. Maybe that says Apple and Samsung. Anyway, technologic. Boom, boom, boom. Hand thing. I've done that every single recording, by the way, for everyone's to know. It's like a 6.5 wholesome award. Feels like a formality at this point, doesn't it? Batman. One bad day can turn a gamer. Oh, what's rubbed against the thing there? What's on the other side of the shoe? Where is it? You see this here? It kind of looks like the Blondie. Wait, where is the Blondie? No. So what is that? The Apparition? Monk us, brother. Looks like a cookie. It has to be the Hagar then. Because the Hagar is bakery themed. Oh, it is. It is. Because look, the little cookie there. Canonical. We found it, Reddit. We solved the Boston. Can't finish that one. Can't finish that one. Shoe of the week. Boom, boom, boom. Hand thing. You better have done it. Because they're always using text message shorthand, kids today can't spell. But when I was in the 5th grade, my teacher, Miss Twitchwell, was always there to constantly correct our spelling and grammar. That's grammar, Cosmo. Why, thanks, Miss Twitchwell. 7. True. It's funny because it's true. You don't get that kind of humor a lot often anymore. You don't get that kind of humor a lot anymore. I'm gonna blow my nose. Hold on, I'm gonna pause for your sake, not mine. Now that we're here in this moment, I've been reading the Penn and Teller wiki page on the John Finch page. JohnFinchMagician.com. Magician / which one is Penn, which one is Teller. Cool. Whoa, lean back in my chair there. and I almost fell out of it. Whoa, did I pause it there? No, I didn't. I just hit the screen accidentally, but thank jeez that I didn't pause it. Okay. Blondie of the week. Did you remember to lock the front door, sweetheart? Why didn't you ask me that before I did all the long tiptoed route? Because it's more entertaining this way, dear. 6.5. Did he remember? Hold. Analyze the doorknob. Yeah, it's a 6.5. Dilbert Gaming. Dilbert Gaming moment initiated. Oh, you can see the Grim from the Mother Goose and the Grim on this page. Look at that. You can see it. You can see. You can't see the piranhas. Can you? Nah. You can see the two panel separation, the boom, 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 boom. You gotta do it every time. Every time. If you miss it once, you're not getting your check in the mail, okay? I'm gonna do one off screen. Oh, I just did it there when I was like, I'm gonna do one off screen. So if you didn't do it along with that one, sorry, you're just not getting your check in the mail. Boom, just did it again. Did you know? Did you do it? Did you think? Okay. Can you please stop talking so loudly on your Zoom calls? I'm sorry. I pay the mortgage and I have the right. I'm sorry, but I pay the mortgage and I have a right to make as much noise as I want in my own house. Oh, wow. Did you really pay the mortgage card on me? This is war. Wait until you see what I did in the background of your next Zoom call. I don't want to ruin the surprise, but think of a number one worst thing you can imagine doing. I don't want to ruin the surprise, but think of the number one worst thing you can imagine me doing. Are you picturing that in your mind? It's bad, isn't it? Now imagine the same time I also start doing the second worst thing you can imagine. No, I can't do a Christian Bale Batman.
No, Martha, Fortnite Gaming.
And Bloodsport will be on the Fortnite Island on August 6th. This guy is Chad, he's a legend, and he's a goat, okay? Stamp of approval, Fortnite out of 10. You've got how many letters in Fortnite? Fortnite? 8? Your Instacart order is on the way. Oh, they never reached out to me regarding the Baja Punch. Believers, go all in, believers. And it's 8:33, so who knows? They might take 30 minutes to get here. I doubt it because it's only like 10 minutes away. 10 minutes is a long time. They're like maybe 5 minutes away if they just left the store now. Hand. Hand is also boom, boom, boom. Anyway, it's an 8. Yeah, I'm generous. I enjoy Dogbert a lot. I like Dogbert so much because he's rarely used. So when Dogbert gets used, it's nice. It's refreshing. You know, you can't do the same joke 100 times because then it wears out. Like every Marvin joke ever. Got him. Boom, boom, boom. You better have done him in time as well. In time matters, okay? But I'm sure you're all doing fine at home, playing along with the Sunday Funnies. Why are we always being watched, Gil? Looking at fish is supposed to be relaxing, Finn. We always take away their stress. And we make them feel better. We're like doctors. Yeah, but without the big bucks. I don't know, it's a 7. 7 seems about right. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, did I get you? Did I? Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Got you. Yeah, 7 is a little high. Oh, right, I got to put this down. Hold on, let me flip it back so that I can put you down and give you the full treatment here. If I actually do get Baja Punch, I'll be peachy as punch, pretty as punch, something as punch. I'll be pleasant as punch, something as punch. I don't know, I forgot the saying. Just got a glimpse of the Sally Ford, and let me tell ya, I'm excited. If Ted Forth does the antics that I'm expecting him to. But we got a ways to go. It's the baby blues of the week. Come on, Dad, you said we could go kite flying today. I know I did, but it's pouring outside. Then they're all so sad. Then he looks at his wife. You're a good daddy. Remember that when you see the electric bill. Based and real and red-pilled and true and factual and also a 6.5. That's right, baby blues.
I don't play the sympathy card. One bad funny can turn a man into the jokester. And the joker. You wanna know how I got these scars? Did I ever tell you how I got these scars?
And those of the week. Dot in here. Want to go outside and toss the football? It's not in my comfort zone. How about a frisbee? How did he materialize that? How? It's not my comfort zone. Want to ride bikes? Not in my comfort zone. Tag? Not in my comfort zone. Checkers? Not in my comfort zone. What is your comfort zone? Anywhere without you in it. 6.5. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, did you catch a glimpse of my red arm? Glimpse of my red arm there? That's right. Mowed the lawn today. And we have these roots out back, and I'll explain this to you in a minute. God, you don't need to hear my whole life story, but that's all there is to say. Because the funnies, they carry the show, but... Okay, I really hope Ted Forth is up to some classic Ted Forth antics. You see these Transformers, right? These remind me of these Berenstein Bears toys that was in a book. If you know, you are aware, okay? Simple as that. And whoa, is that a new character? Or is that the girl with the snow, mecha snow? For your shopper's safety, please ensure you wear a mask. Shut your goofy glizzy rectum up, brother. Let me look out the window to see if we're safe. I'll do the Sally Forth first. Stop procrastinating. Sally Forth time. Boom, boom, boom. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. You gotta do it.
How can some of those properties cost less than $100?
I haven't had a grasp of time. All year. I'm not gonna start now. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Oh, no, not now.
You have got to be joking, Ted. What? What? There is no way you and I are going to play Monopoly with you yet. Hill and I are going to play Monopoly with you again. Why not? You had special rules like time portals and multiverses with other boards around, and multiverses with other boards around the house, and post-apocalyptic cannibal tokens, and change cards that let you possess another token spirit, and Sarlacc pit. Sorry, this is so much. And chance cards that let you possess another token's spirit, and Sarlacc pit in the middle of the Margos. Hey, it looks like they dropped it off in the right spot, did they? I think they did. Oh, sorry, sidetracked. I'll go get that in a minute. Wow, I really hope. I pray. Sarlacc pit that swallows dice and then announces like a string hotels that you are actually scales of the underground dragon. Oh my god, bro. And after all that, you want to even think that we... Wait, what on earth are those? Freelance assassin droid tokens? I'm in. I kind of have to agree with Faye. Okay, Faye, you're new to our family Monopoly, so, you're new to our family Monopoly game, so it's important you know. Only my droid is evil, so only I can rob the bank. Oh, Ted, you scamp, you. 8.5. 8.5. I enjoy this Ted Forth antic. You know what? Ted Forth antics, growing on me. I didn't see the formula before, but now I do, and I come to appreciate the real, solid, boom, 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 Ted Forth antics, okay? You better have gotten that one. Quick time event in real life. Maybe I'll do garage POV when I'm putting the in, but close to home the week. Whew, good news. I found our AAA card. 7.5. I enjoyed that one. You don't really need to explain the close to home. You can do it. And then it's fine, and you get away with it. And it's real and based and red-pilled and true and factual and Batman. Born a loser of the week. I was gonna do a Bane voice, but I can't do it.
Hey there, Ernie.
I don't know. I've literally never seen those Batman films. I can't. A sin to call myself a Batman fan, I know, but I don't know. We had the Dark Knight Returns on Blu-ray, whichever one, where it's the burning bank. I think that's the Bane one. Like, pretty sure. Anyway, boom, boom, boom. Moving on. Hey there, Arnie. Arnie. Did you hear dinner is having? Did you hear the? Oh my God. Did you hear the diner is having an all-you-can-eat fish fry? Why, yes. In fact, I went there last night. Well, let's hear it. How many additional servings did you eat? I only had one soybean, but it was all you can eat. Why didn't you get your money's worth? With all the fish, with the way the fish tasted, it was more like all you could stand. It's a pretty good one. 7. I'm gonna flip this, put this in the pile, because it's the first funny of the video, and this took 30 minutes. Oh my God. 38, if you include the first one. This is the first funny, ain't it? Gee. I'm gonna flip this next one, prepare it for you by showing you the peanuts to come, but I'm gonna go and get my things all in order. I think the audio quality dips when I put you on the paper, but it's the only option I have.
It's the only option we had, Damer.
Pausing the video now. Let's go. Let's go, dude. I didn't think it was gonna happen, and yes, I did mess up. I did get 2 voltage instead of 1 voltage, 1 regular Mountain Dew, but here we are. A bottle of Baja Blast and a bottle of Baja Punch. Dang, I can't wait. I can't wait. Baby, I can't wait. Let's crack her open, huh? Few things better than this, but oh, man, that is good. How do people not like that, huh? How is this not the most popular? How is Flash outselling this? Perfect. All right, that was 2 little sippies there. Because it's been probably a month and a half since I've had Baja Flash, because I didn't know anyone around here carried it. Lo and behold, Peanuts featuring good old Chucky Boy, Paw Pet Show, 11 p.m. And then is this the Born Loser? Woodstock always likes the part where the Rhett Butler walks out on Scarlet. Hee 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 hee. I do not get it. We do not understand. Is this like a Civil War reenactment over here? I don't know. It's like a 6. I'll stand my ground. Make a joke that I can understand in the 21st century, Chuck Schultz. And whoa, the paper's torn. At least we didn't skip a week, though, so we're still fine. Man, this paper got roughed up, didn't it? Anyhow, it's the Zits of the week. And then he's walking out with all the dirty dishes. Don't start the dishwasher until Jeremy checks his room for dirty dishes. Classic Jeremy. He's even got a toaster in there. Yo, this man got the drank method on deck. My children are in danger. Oh my god. And the satellites are following me. 7. Foxtrot of the week. Okay, Jason. Hold up 1 finger for a heater, 2 fingers for a curve, 3 for a slider, and 4 for a changeup. And then he's eating the sunflower seeds. So was it normal for baseball players to practice the sunflower seed spitting skills? Nope, that's what gives me an edge. Back up a little more. Get it? Because we would believe that he's practicing his pitching, but he's actually practicing his 6.5. Actually, hold on. Sorry, have to do the canonical scrape, and then where it gets sucked up the vacuum. Canonically, it's a vacuum. That'll be on the test, and then stamped with a 7. Better force of the week. Eye catches of her and the baby. Aw, baby looks sad. Now I'm sad going into this one. Getting in the car. Uh, And after such a long winter, isn't it finally great to say hello to spring? What is it with all these people having extended winters? Do they all live in like Texas or something? Wasn't that a thing? Did they canonically live in Texas in the better for worse? We didn't have snow in March, did we? I don't know. It's been a year. 6.5. It's a little scary though. Garfield looks like he's in a Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3 Dream Warriors. Is that the one? I think that's the one. I think that's the one where they drink all the coffee to stay awake. Now it's time for Daddy's home, and then the dog runs. Odie, I'm right here, and now back to Daddy's. 6.5. Oh, right, I got to do the real flip. That's actually really surprising to me that they had that. I didn't think they were gonna. I thought I was gonna be out of. Whoa, that is like a dog bite size hole. How am I gonna do this without... Wow, that's held on by a thread. Okay, I don't think I'll be able to turn this. What's up with my phone charging? Anyway, weird. It's the BC of the week. Boom. I ain't got no powers. Get it. If you know, you know. To glory. To glory. And he's harvesting. Hunting didn't work. Now he's gathering. Gathering. Bass. All right. Hagar the Horrible of the week. Hagar, wake up. It is time to clean long winter mess. It took all winter to make mess. 44%. Okay. I got another notification. It took all winter to make the mess. Now hurry up and clean. It's spring and spring, mother. What? It took all winter to make took all winter to make the mess. Now you clean it up. Oh, because there's garbage in this panel. I didn't realize because it's just like 2 chicken bones, a plate, a mug, a banana peel, and a boot. And then in this one, it's the same miscellaneous garbage. With like a robe there, but I take the robe is supposed to be there anyhow. It's spring, mother. Is Hagar going to help you with the spring cleaning? Of course, I gave him 10 chores to start the morning. Did you tell him to get the cobweb from the ceiling? Oh no, I forgot. But don't overwork. I don't want to overwork him. Nonsense. How much harder can it be for him to ignore one more thing? Oh, and the spider's going down. He's gonna eat the spider in his sleep. Canonically, 18 spiders are eaten a year. I think. Must be them real tiny ones, though. I didn't even track that statistic. What must that be like for the spider whale thing? Like, oh no, I'm gonna eat. What must that be like for the spider? The real life Zarlak pit, huh? Look like Gabe Newell. I did the Pat Bateman, but my hair isn't slicked back, so now I look like Gabe Newell. I look scared and alone, and I am. 6.5. I'll give it a 0.5. Wizard of It of the week. Enemy at the gates. Here, there goes my Sunday. Bang. Whoop. Okay, that was epic. I nail it now and then. This sucks. 6.5. Yeah, that seems about right. Give me a second to fold this delicately. Or do I fold it? No, I can't. Mother Goose and Grim of the week. Poor freezing Grimmy got himself a cold. A hot bowl of soup will make you feel better. She's right, don't you know? 6.5. Oh, the return of the goat, Jimmy Crow. It's the Doonesbury. Hey, y'all, Jimmy Crow here with great news. Ever since voters got it wrong last year, Republican legislators have been introducing new voter suppression laws, sending yours truly to court to argue that if we don't restrict voting, Congress will be filled with cannibalistic, socialist, Antifa-loving pedophiles. You realize that's nuts, right? Well, maybe, but that's the Republican story now, and we're sticking to it. Dismissed. But you whack! Zoot! What was that? A Jewish space laser. Do you believe me? Oh my god, bruh. Oh my god, bruh. Gary Trudeau confirmed. Gary Trudeau confirmed. Gary Trudeau confirmed. Anti-Semitism, anti-Jewish space laser, naval control. 6. 6.5. You know what? Yeah, I think that joke is funny. The Jewish space laser now. Do you believe me? Sure, I'll go and flip her over, but I also have to blow my nose. Give me a second. Also, I want this to be on when I take my little sippy here. Maybe it's better in can form. The bottle still, it's good, but... yeah, that's good. Top milk. Cream. Pure vanilla. Oh, Edie's. What's that Edmonton's? Oh, right, I didn't even flip it. That was what I was doing all this pausing for. Maybe I can get away with it here. Family Circus of the Week. Why are you digging those many holes, Mommy? I'm putting these tulips to bed so they can sleep for the winter. And then the winter, and then he goes out, and then it's, oh, Mommy, the tulips are awake. Excuse me. I don't know. 6 point. Oh my god. Oh my 6.5. God. Show of the week. And it's at the tavern. Nondescript tavern. Oh, it's actually Treetops Tavern.
Why didn't you put that on the sign?
I wonder who created the phrase "cover your rear." Sure wasn't who designed. So the accent I'm doing sure wasn't the person who designed the hospital gown. $6.5. Blondie of the week.
There you are, Bumstead. I've been looking all over for you.
I've been at my desk since your meeting this morning, boss. I've been at my desk. Ugh.
Bumstead, I want to apologize for my little outburst in front of everyone this morning. I guess sometimes my temper gets the best of me.
I'm sorry for calling you probably the worst office manager in the world. Oh, no, that's not Dagwood, that's Boss Man.
I'm sorry for calling you probably the worst office manager in the world.
No problem, boss. I don't take it seriously. In fact, you should probably apologize for what I said after... In fact, I should probably apologize for what I said after you walked away.
Really? What did you say?
I'm not really sure. A little joke about a Napoleon complex, I think. I came this close to keeping my job today. It's like a 6.5. Gilbert Gaming. What comic do we see? Is that the Mother Goose and Grimm, maybe? What is that? Yeah, that is the Mother Goose and Grimm. I was right. Do you have a few minutes to review my first draft? Yeah. I ask you because you're usually say you're too busy to help. Well, I said yes this time. That's funny because you're all, I'm so busy, but today you have all the time in the world to say I'm not busy. I find that sus.
Take a yes for an answer.
That's not how innocent people talk. Bro, Dilbert, Scott Adams, you watched a game of Among Us. Okay, you saw AOC play Amongst Us. And now you're trying to review it. I'm so tired already. $6.5 out of 10.
Marvin and Bitsy, ain't it? Marvin and Bitsy.
I'm creating another masterpiece. Do you realize nobody does hard copy art anymore, Marvin? Artwork is almost all done on computers now. There are a ton of programs that allow artists to produce and print art ready to hang on the wall. That's just a passing fad. Computers will never replace real crayons. It was like a 5. It's like a 6. I'll be generous and give it a 6, but I just despise the Marvin. Bitsy is the straight man here, and he's like, oh, well, did you know that I'm Tom Armstrong, and I actually animate on Premiere and Flash, and I think you should too. I use Toon Boom 3D to animate, and all of my projects are secretly layered, 3D layered. I haven't figured out how to do 2D animation yet, so I'm doing 3D animation, but it's frame to frame, and it's actually a moving picture, and I don't know where I'm going with this joke. 6. Flipping her over. This will take a bit of time, actually, because I have to be delicate as to ensure not to break this thing. They always leave it in front of the wrong garage. I've been finding no one in like at least 2 or 3 times has left it in front of the right garage. That's a problem. I keep having to walk out. My intended goal is for me to just lift up the thing and then slide it under, but never seems to go that way. Baby blues a week, ain't it? So, how are you guys holding up, Wanda? Good, I guess. You? Good. How was your weekend? Fine, except that Hammy has been driving me nuts with that ukulele of his. He can make up a song about anything. What do you mean? This morning he wrote a song about Zoe eating a Pop-Tart. So, guess what rhymes with tart?
Did someone request my breakfast song?
Heart, smile, cart, smile, part, smile.
Short.
Devil emoji. 6.5. Nothing that ordinary. Sorry, nothing that out of the ordinary. Oh, right. Sorry. 6.7 because of diversity. And retroactive 6. Did I give that 7? Did I give it 7.5 to the Born Loser? Or did I give it a 7? I don't know. 7 retroactive 7.2 or 7.7, but 7.2. I think I gave it a 7. Hi and loves League. Just imagine. We'll be like Jack Kulick and Neil Cassidy. Ugh. Driving through the night, crossing the country, having adventure in far-flung places. More like in the driveway than on the road. Just wait till I get my license. 6.5. Hold on. Hard to do with one hand. Yeah. Sally Fourth of the week. Did you hear that? That ticking on time. Inexuberable, unrelenting march forward. No, the sound of a bird chirping. Chirp! There it is again. Did you hear it, Ted? Hear where it's coming out of? Chirp, chirp. What's coming? Spring, the beautiful sound of a happy bird singing goodbye to the cold and hello to warmer, greater days ahead. Chip, chip. It's all so inviting and inspiring. And chip, 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 chip. Are the seasons usually that insistent? Hill, what happened? I didn't close the patio door fast enough, so the Blue Jay assumed full control of the kitchen. I saved half a box of Triscuits, though, so we can eat one day more. Treasure these treats. 6.5. Oh, there. Hold on, I have to put this down to fold it ever so delicately. Close to home of the week. Psst, buddy. You want to go to the front of the line? Why wait? I'll give you a bloody nose for $25. It's a pretty good bit. 7. Oh. Man, that sunburn is bad. Got it on my neck, too. So it felt like something landed on me. Turns out it's just the sunburn. It's pretty bad, if you ask me. Born loser of the week. Arf, arf, arf. What's wrong, Cupid? Do you want me to pet you? Arf, arf. All right, is that better? Arf, arf, arf. What more? What now? More petting? You are very demanding. Why do I put up with you? A lick. Oh yeah, now I remember why. This is one of the Born Losers where he doesn't have the little like shocked face at the end. Or someone else have a shocked face at the end, because it's usually like a, not a shocked face, like a meh face, because it's usually like a very like, I don't know, 6.5. Putting it in the pile, and then I'm moving on to the next one. Now I think, don't quote me on this, we're gonna start running into the part of the operation where we're gonna run out of days, physical days, like actual real steel baseball steel dealer days. Okay. So this is March 21st, and then this is April 4th. So unless if just to let you know. Actually, how many days are there in March? Hold. Let me see. How many days are there in March? There's probably, because you add 7 to that, and that's 28. I'm gonna blow my nose again. Hold. See, between France's Corsica and Italy's Sardinia, with an archipelago of smaller islands. Who'd have thunk? I don't care. I do think Sardinia is a cool little island, though, and I think it's cool that France has an island right next to it. What am I looking up? How many days in March? $31. Yep, we definitely missed a week. Definitely missed a week, everyone. So, sorry to disappoint, but we missed a week. Sorry. This is where it starts. This is where the downturn begins, okay? This is where it stops being funny. Peanuts of the Week featuring good old Charlie Brown. How much farther, Charlie Brown? Only about 2 or 3 more blocks. I hate being the visiting team. There they are, sir. Hey, Chuck, welcome to our neighborhood. We appreciate your team coming over here. We appreciate your coming over here with your team for the first game of the season. Thank you. Why don't you guys take to the field a little warm-up, and then we'll start the game. Okay, I'll hit him a few flies. Good grief, Lucy, you're going to have to do better than that. What do you expect? I'm suffering from jet lag. 6.5. That's the only accurate ranking to give this. 6.5. Zits of the week, ain't it? Oh, right. I forgot to mention that the Eye catches of Snoopy with the Santa Rosa, Ohio, Moorhead, Francisco, Kansas. No, I don't think you'll ever be able to tell what that was supposed to say. Well, it doesn't matter. 6.5, it's a week. So he's on his phone, and then his dad's going by, doing a whole charade of things. Boom! Ah! Of all your medical procedures, colonoscopy prep is my favorite. Your day's coming, bub. I guess this is funny. I don't know, maybe 6.5, maybe. Oh my god, it's the Foxtrot and he's got the jacket fit on. He's got the Hotline Miami fit on tap, okay? Seen any long-eared varmints hopping around? Who are you supposed to be? I'm the Easter chicken. I didn't know there was a Easter chicken. Who do you think lays the eggs that the Easter Bunny gives out? That jerk takes all the credit while I do the hard work and get nothing. It's wrong, it's criminal, and I'm here to met out the long overdue justice, chicken style. Somebody packed the face off my chocolate rabbit, mine too. My eyesight isn't the best. Son, I'm only on my first cup of coffee. 7. Better for words of the week. Eye catches of the hair being done, and then the father's getting ready, and then the baby, let's go. And then the baby smeared Easter chocolate all over herself. I take it it's a baby, female baby, and then they drive into church with all the babies having to need the chocolate scraped off of them. 6.7, diversity. Garfield of the week, ain't it? That's the eye catch, by the way, if you couldn't tell. It's like an anonymous. We are anonymous. We are legion. That's my bird call. It's my best bird. Garfield is walks up, and then he does a little jig, and then he tries to get up over it, and then shonk. Diet time. Ratch. So he completely shattered the wall, not the window or nothing. Good twist, Davis. I will give that a 6.8. Flipping her over. Ordering a sandwich in New York City deli be like, hey, what can I get you with that sandwich you got there? Turkey. Frankie, cut the bird's titties off. Make it do a somersault. You want mayo on that? Sure. Make it racist, please. Don't you want oil and vinegar on that? Why not? Up, down, down, left, right, left, right. Is that a cheat code? Hey, guys. BC by Mastriaronian Heart. A Solemn Day by Wiley. Seldom have we felt so weak in greater times of plight. Some without a voice to speak, or worse, the will to fight. Persevere for those who seek, guided by the light. He who lifted up the meek and reminded us of our might. In loving memory of our loved lost ones. 7. Gotta blow my nose again here. I'll pause for your safety. And we're back. The Haggard the Horrible of the week, ain't it? Haggard, do you believe in God? Well, I believe in Odin. God! I don't care what you call him. Just say a prayer tonight. I ran into Brother Olaf today. He urged me to say a prayer. He's right. You should thank you. You should say thank you for all your blessings. Thank you for giving me my life. Thank you for giving me my health. Thank you for giving me my strength. Amen. Did you include me in your prayers? Oops, I forgot. Thank you for not letting Helga find out what I did. Only 2 comics include praying.
the Hagar the Horrible, and the baby, the family circus. Make of that what you will, huh? Boom, boom, boom. Gotta catch you off guard. Wow, I am so tired. Only been at this an hour. 6.5. I'm only like 2 in or something. Ooh, was it a bit of the week? Hey, nice. 101. Or 10001. Sure. Wizard of the Week. Behold, the mighty dragon. That was my scratch onomatopoeia. I scratched my face if you couldn't hear it. Henry, come and get it. Yep, go ahead, take it. Good boy. Let her rip. And then, waterfall. Bath day. The classic. 6.5. Mother Goose and Grim of the Week. Mawai. Boom, 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 boom. I think this is Easter Island. 6.5. Anyone could have made that joke. Doonesbury of the Week. Welcome back to Alternative Jeopardy. Jim, you're up. I'll take math for 400. The answer is 5. What is 2 plus 2, judges? Close enough. Still up, Jim. I'll take presidents for 200. The answer is he chopped down a cherry tree. Who is George Washington? Ooh, afraid not. Lida? Who is Henry Ford? Correct. I'll take geography for 200. The answer is Mexico. Where's Europe? Right. Who watches this? Dude, we're watching it. I can't take my eyes off of it. I don't know. 6.5. Get that it's supposed to be a parody of something, but who cares? It's funny, ain't it? Yeah. Alex Trudeau died on the cross for our sins. And then they put him in Free Guy, the last thing he ever filmed. Yeah. Family Circus of the Weekend. Billy and Dolly team up with one another for her version of the Easter Bunny and his art. This is a good day. He picks out which day is Easter, and he'll make sure it's on a Sunday, so we have to go to church. Okay, more chocolate. He's got lots of help from little rabbit elves. He grows jelly beans from a big jelly bean farm. Jelly beans ripe just before Easter. His chickens lay all the different color eggs. On Easter Eve, the bunny travels around the world from the Volkswagen Rabbit. He hides the eggs in easy-to-find places for good boys and girls and hard-to-find places for the baddies. Happy Easter. Then he goes out for a Easter brunch and of eggnog and ham. Eggnog. I don't know, 6.5. Show of the week, ain't it? We've been married a long time, haven't? You've been married a long time, haven't you, Al? Oh yeah, 43 years. Incredible! What's your secret? Separate bedrooms. Mine's in the treetop, hers is in Cleveland. Boom, 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 boom. 6.7. I enjoy Cleveland. That's not diversity points. Well, maybe it's diversity points. I don't know who Al is supposed to be. Just give me a second to stretch here. I don't know why, but today I'm real tired. I guess I did all that yard work. Because I'll finally address the root issue that I set up the shotgun on the mantle. We had a root from a tree, and I took like a little pickaxe thing. I wouldn't call it a pickaxe per se, but it was like this metal doohickey, where one end is kind of like a pickaxe and the other end is like flat. So I'm going at it, right? And I'm goated, mind you. So boom, boom, boom. And then I took the flat end, and then I would hack up the little pieces that I had just managed to, like, finagle out of their bits. And it took a while. A lot of energy. Maybe an hour and a half. I think it did come out to an hour and a half of me doing just that. Swinging it over my shoulder, and then crashing it into the wood, and then pulling it back out. And it was like a live root. The tree's been cut for like a year and a half. And there it is, still completely functional. Are you kidding me? God. Man, only I can realize the hilarity of what I look like. I got an Irish cap on, I got glasses on, I'm in a basement, I got 2 bottles of Mountain Dew, I'm gonna take a quick little sippy. This is all stalling for time for those that don't know at home. This is all just stalling for time. Because quite honestly, I don't want to read any more Sunday Funnies. I could just stop now and be like, yep. And also, all Sunday Funnies from here until August, what was it, the 21st? 22nd? I don't have them, but man of my word, aren't I? Gonna do them all in a week. Blowing my nose. And this time you're gonna hear it, because I despise you at home. That was a lie, you at home. You're all that I have left. You at home. I mean, here I am. It's been an hour and then some. Hour and 10 minutes. Looks like an hour and 20 has gone by in the real world. Well, that don't really matter, do it? Because the music is still going. The show must go on. Where was I? Right, 6.7 in that blondie of the week. Looky there, an Easter egg under my pillow. Well, how about that? An Easter egg on the soap dish. And look at this little beauty on the stairs. Ooh, there's even one in this sugar bowl. We heard the Easter Bunny was here, Mr. B. Ooh, you got that right. I wonder how the Easter Bunny found time to do all this. I say the Easter Bunny hired the right caterer. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'll give that a 7. Did I give the Wholesome Award to this? No, I didn't. I feel a certain urge to give this the Wholesome Award, but I don't know. Hold off on the Wholesome Award for now. Dilbert of the weekend and Dilbert of the week. Is it okay if we take off next week? What, are you kidding? We're in the most critical month of our systems in migration. You're essential to our success. All hands must be on deck. Really? It seems as if all I do is listen to the stuff other people say on Zoom. My goodness, no! Employees are our most valuable assets, and we can't succeed unless we have 100% employee engagement. I took off all last week for vacation and no one noticed. Next time, start with that. 6.5. Marvin of the weekend. Boing, 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 ding, bong, ding, bong, bing, bing, bong, ding, bong. I'm not sure who's the bigger sugar pusher, your mom or the Easter Bunny. 6.4. 6.4. 0.1 under greatness, Marvin. Pump up your grades. Flipping her over. Trying to think of any good conversation. We already did this one, right? Yeah, we did. Oh, that amen reminded me of Sam Raimi's Spider-Man when it's Aunt May, and then she's doing her prayers, and then William Dafoe comes in, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill you and your family, and I'm gonna..." Can't say that on... Can't say that. I cannot... Okay. We're here. Baby blues. What was that Easter Bunny thinking? You mean the Super Soakers in the basket? Maybe he was thinking the kids should have fun. Right, but maybe the Easter Bunny should have thought about all the laundry Mrs. Bunny would have to do. Maybe he did, but also maybe he's not as much of a neat freak as Miss Bunny sometimes. Neat freak, huh? When I write my autobiography, I think I'll leave this part out. I would. 6.5.
Sorry, I should have. I took my Allegra today, but then I did all the yard work, so it kind of defeated the purpose of it. Hold on. All right, we're back, and it's the high and lowest of the week. Ding dong, ding dong. Today we celebrate the resurrection of our Savior. It's time for a fresh start, a rebirth of our faith, a hope for our future, and the opening of our new season. The Rev is a big baseball fan. Are there any Easter eggs in here? Hold. Snoopy, Hagar. Is that? No, I can't tell with some of these things, man. I take it some of these are references, but I can't tell. Like this one in the back here, I think that's a reference to something. Lord knows what, though. And then this here, that has to be there for a reason, right? Maybe some old Sunday funny from the days of yore. Who knows? 6.5. Yeah, Pastor likes... Oh yeah, Father Flanagan is a big fan of a sport. I was trying to think of football, but I don't know why it wasn't popping into my mind. Maybe I'll only do 2 hours today. I think I can afford that. Yeah. Yeah, sorry to all those at home eagerly waiting. Think I'll only do, who knows, Lord knows, maybe even an hour and a half. Gee. I don't know. Sally 4th of the week, though, ain't it? Finally, I'll surprise Mom. Happy Easter, Mom. What's this, sweetie? I know we no longer do our chocolate Easter bunny mind games, but for the nostalgia's sake, I wanted to give you the ears you always ate. Oh, speaking of, I got you something. A complete chocolate Easter bunny with the ears missing for some reason. Oh, no, that's the Easter bunny I took the ears off of. Oh. So, we've apparently got some wrong holiday-o. Some wrong holiday-o? Henry short story. Some wrong holiday-o Henry short story going on here, don't we? Uh-oh. How is it now that I live with the family I understand even less? Who is this? Who is this? We didn't miss a week. We missed 1 week, and now... Oh my god, bruh. All families have skewed dynamics, Faye. Ours just has Miss Forth occasionally saying things like, I've decided to both learn from and accept my past mistakes because I've realized I will never invent time travel. I don't know, it's like a... Even though I have the soda, it means nothing, you know? Gonna take a quick sip here. It's a 6.8. I'll give it a 6.8. Alrighty. 6.8 goes to the Sally Forth. Close to home of the week. And then it's Laugh a Lot potty balloons. Oh, hey, and he tied the... That's a good joke. That's a... You know what? I enjoy that. 7. Born Loser of the week. I couldn't help myself. I ate one of Wilberforce's chocolate bunnies that will set my diet back a whole month. Not necessarily. If you eat a healthy salad with low-calorie dressing for dinner, it will balance out the bunny and you'll be back on track. Gee, do you really think that'll work? Absolutely. If I eat 2 salads for dinner, could I have another chocolate bunny? And then he did the face. 6.5.
blowing my nose again. 1 minute. And we're back. What time would it be if I go up? Let me see. It's 9:32 now. And we're 14 minutes in. So if I go up at 10, watch an episode of Batman the Animated Series. Gotta work all night, gotta work all day, all the doo-dot day. Times Herald Record presents Peanuts featuring good old Chucky Brown. And I take it that's the national anthem? Because he's got the cap over his heart. Baseball season is a start. Something is missing, you know that, Chuck? This is our first game of the season, and we don't have an opening day ceremony. I remember once I saw a game on TV where they released a huge flock of pigeons that soared up into the sky and then flew into great circles around the stadium. We need something like that. We have a surprise for you. Open the cage, Snoopy. Woodstock, or is it multiple Woodstock? And then he opens the cage. Singular Woodstock. That's nothing. That's not the same thing, Chuck. And he is doing circles like that. 7. Oh my God. Oh wow. Okay, this is another joke that I had on the top of my thing for like 40 years. I looked at this joke and I laughed at it like 100 times. Dude, you need to start reading the fine print. I know. But when it said senior prom, I just assumed. Do we know any Garretic anthems? Geriatric. Paused it accidentally. I don't know if you could hear me going, whoa, but I did. And whoa, I stared up at the light, and now there's one of them yellow dots in my eye. Well, here we are. We're gonna do this with the. Oh, when you. Okay, so if I'm looking at something black, then it becomes a yellow dot. But if I'm looking at something light colored, it's a purple dot. That's pretty cool. That's like Minion. Sorry. Anyway, this is like a 7.5. This is. I don't want to say a funny word, but I actually laughed at this joke when I looked at it 2 years ago, but now I'm in such a mood. Wake up, Joe Biden, wake up. Foxtrot of the week, ain't it? Want to subscribe to Jason Minus? Jason Minus, it's my new video game streaming service. For only $5.99 a month, you'll get a special VIP access to all the home videos I've recorded and uploaded to the cloud streaming service. Dude, I'm not paying $5.99 to watch your stupid home videos. You must understand, streaming the video is free. It's the ability to delete them that costs $5.99. Here, let me demonstrate with a clip from Peter Says Goodnight to His Girlfriend. You hid the camera in the car? 7.5. It's the better for worse of the week, and then she hands the baby a cookie, and then the baby's walking around, bonk. Falls over. Oh, trips on the god dang fake vacuum cleaner that you give to children to condition them early. And then now it's all wavy, and then it bonks in another thing, and then it drops the cookie, and then picks up something else. And then the dog steals it, and it cries. I keep calling the baby it. It's probably she. She's dressed in all pink. Her name is April. It's probably a she. 6.5. It's 6.5. I don't know if you could hear the like a Dementor. Garfield the weekend. Huh. Someone make popcorn. Make popcorn? Someone had made popcorn in this house. Golf club. Oh, it's raining. Puts it back in. Golf club, raining. Darn it!
April's such a tease. True Garfield, 7.
Blowing my nose again, but I'm not pausing. I need to eat away at time on this video. Oh my god.
Oh, anyhow, it's, I don't know. Oh, did I already give this a 7? I did already give this a 7. Whoa, that's like it took out a part of my brain. Anyway, I get to flip it. I don't really know what to talk about here. I want to watch more Batman the Animated Series. I have 10 minutes left of this. That'll probably be one last Sunday Funny. I'm sorry that this episode is kind of light on the funny. But doing this for 4 hours a day, I just want to sleep at a normal time now. I did all that work. Keep telling me all this darn yard work I'm doing. Because that's all I did today. Was yard work in preparation. Every other day I've just been sitting staring at a screen doing my paper, and then I finally get around to doing it. But here today was yard work. Whoa. Snagged there for a second. The wire that I have plugged in. BC of the week. Good morning. I don't know. It's like it's just, what is this joke? I don't even know. That sucks. That's what that is. Pick, plop, mash, 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 Jane's essential oils. They're great for relieving stress. 6.5. 6.5. Stamp and approve and the mail and the Hagar and the Helga. Welcome, I'm home from the road. I got a really good booty. Oh, that's nice, dear. Aren't you worried you'll have to, you have too much treasure in the house? No, I'll take it to the booty bank tomorrow. And then a guy breaks in. Dog is still sleeping. Loots it all. Trips over the dog, though. Snert, our hero. Turns out, Snert ain't do nothing other than the last second, but really, MVP. 7. God, I have to blow my nose again. Alrighty, moving on. I'll take a quick sippy to get my caffeine levels up. Caffeine levels up and rising. That at the spot, brother. Alright, tomorrow's Thursday, day after that's Friday, day after that's Saturday, day after that is Sunday. More of this. Never ends, does it? Hooey, alrighty. Alright. Now shake it like a Polaroid picture. Hey, now shake it like a Polaroid picture. Oh, this is awful, ain't it? Wizard of the Week. I didn't do it on time, but it don't matter. Wake up, it's time for mayhem. Eye of newt, scale of dragon, blood of troll, oil of wolf's bane. And finally, magic mushrooms. Nothing happened. Wait, those are just portobellos. This is the best pizza ever. Okay, LSD jokes. 7. Mother Goose and Grim of the Week. I could have sworn there were powdered donuts here before, and then he put it over the eyes. 6.5. Oh my god. Oh my god. a most notable coward, an infinite and endless liar, and an hourly promise breaker. Enough already. Hold on, guys, I'm muting it. The trial's over. He's off Twitter. He's gone. Why is everyone still obsessing over the former guy? BD, his name is BD. I'm just working on a scene with my theater group. If you have a problem, take it up with Shakespeare. Shakespeare? Okay, I'm back. How could he be so spot on? He'd seen it all. The owner of no good quality. The owner of no one good quality. 6.5. 6.5. Sure. Ah, man, all my energy has been taken from me. From guess what, everyone at home? That was like a Dora the Explorer moment. Did you say yard work out loud? Sure hope you did. Filmed in front of a live studio audience, it's Sunday Funnies. Family circus of the week. Sweep, 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 sweep. And then the basketball. And then sweep, sweep. Looks. Shoots. 3-point Air Jordan. Oh. 6.5. Shoe of the week. And it's the little wizard man. Get ready for this. What you working on, Wiz? A new search engine for information on babies. Yeah, what's it called? Gurgle. 6.5. I'm a monster now. I'm a machine. I'm moving. I'm Blondie of the week, ain't it? Oh, I thought he was whistling. He's walking in with a suitcase and he's dun walking up the stairs. I'm finally back from a business trip with the boss. Goodness, you must be exhausted. I sure am. I really need some sleep. Good night, honey. Did you remember to make sure the front door is locked? I sure did, sweetheart. Raccoon Gaming. He left it wide open. 6.5. Dilbert of the week. I'll schedule a Zoom call with the. Oh my god! If I hear the word Zoom call in the god dang Dilbert one more time, I'm losing my mind. I guess this is what it must have been like during the pandemic. I'll never know because I wasn't alive. God, reveal code breaking, system failure. Imagine that a gasket just blew in my mind and then. Reloaded. Oh, welcome back to Sunday Funnies review. Remember that line earlier where I said, I'm a machine? That was the shotgun on the mantle, wasn't it? I'll schedule a Zoom call with the whole team tomorrow to give it the update. Or you could tell me tomorrow and I'll tell the rest of the team on our noon Zoom call. Okay, I'll send you a Zoom link tomorrow. Does it call need to be video call? Can we do a voice call? Yeah, we'll do a voice call. Do we need to talk, or can you just send me an email? I suppose I could just send an email. Okay, we're making progress. Now, have you heard of texting? Dilbert, shut yo goofy movie. Rings bell ass up, bruh. 6.5. Doo. That's the new Sailor Bell retracting sound. Marvin's point of view. This ain't a POV. This ain't a POV comic. What's your favorite food, Marvin? My grandma's homemade chocolate chip cookies. Everyone knows this. This is lore. It's 9:46. Oh my god. Okay, besides that, what do you mean? Well, what would your favorite food be if Grandma stopped making cookies? Don't even joke about that. True. Yeah, this is actually true. I'll give that a 6.5. 6.5. It's decided. Flipping it over. Home stretch now. Close to home, as it were. Crazy frog. There's a crick in my neck. Don't feel too good. Sick. I got all this going on. Baby blues of the week, ain't it? Going through the pockets. Mom. Going through the cushion. Mom. Shake. Ran lunchtime. How did I raise such a picky eater? I hate these jokes so much. Wasn't this already somewhere else in a different one with a different baby or something? 6. 6. I think I've seen this exact joke. Heck, maybe it's in the Baby Blues. We'll never know. High and lows of the week, ain't it? I'll never understand why Flagston spends so much time on his yard. Show's over. I'm heading in. Got all the seed down. Let's hope the forecast weather is correct. It's starting to rain. Perfect timing. Slow down. That's too much. What am Mom and Dad doing? It looks like a rain dance in reverse. Because they're doing the dance after the rain. That's pretty good. I'll give that a 6.7. 6.7. Halfway in between. Shake on a 6.7. I'm losing my mind. I'm going to blow my nose. I'm going to pause. We're at the 1 hour, 30 minute mark. No turning back now. Yeah, I just picked it up and started filming again. It doesn't matter. Nope, not yet. Already dead. Oh, it's the Sally Forth Garden comic, the classic. Isn't the ground still a bit too hard to start planting vegetables? What am I gonna do? My job's going nowhere. I have to do something to make it feel like my life is being project done. Besides, I think this is our year. This is the 1 year our vegetable garden not only grows enough for our family, but also all the families in the neighborhood. They'll keep coming to us with empty baskets, and we'll keep giving our neighbors regret that they ever shunned us, that they ever mocked us. And finally, they'll apologize. They'll make it up to us with a cake and party invitations, and we'll finally have the life we always wanted here. I always knew your mom was pretty wound tight, but I always knew your mom was around pretty tight, but I also thought she was the only one within walking distance of sanity in this family. Hey! I don't know the lore in the Sally Forth lore. We read all the lore. We read all the lore for like 2 years, and we never found out this lore before. I'll give that a 6.4. Every single year, this is how the comic goes. This is how every Sally Forth garden planting comic goes. They keep repackaging it and selling it. This is the Madden formula for Sally Forth, and by God, if this garden doesn't grow a mild yield, I will eat my hat. That is a falsehood. I will not eat this hat. This is a very important hat to our family. Every year, every time a man in the family turns 16, they get a hat. That's very important. That's a tradition. That's a ritual. I'm not gonna give that up. Turning it over now. I gave that a 6.4. Did I give that a 6.4 out of spite? I sure did, didn't I? Close to home of the week. Sunny Palms Nudist Camp. For sale, Ace Realty. As the saying goes, location. True. 7.6. Boom. Reversal. Turnaround. Bet you didn't see that one coming. Born Loser of the Week. You don't look like yourself today. I've been dragging all week, Uncle Ted. You must not be getting enough sleep. Have you been going to bed early enough? I think my problem is that I stay up late to watch the late news before going to bed. Well, that shouldn't be a problem. It's not that late to go to bed. No, but the problem is once I've watched all the bad stories that are on the news, I'm in no frame of mind to sleep. I don't care. It's a 6.5. Everyone knows. I'm going to do one more. I'm going to see how many left in April, and then I'm going to decide if I want to do a lightning round to finish off this video to give you just a bit more Sunday Funnies gaming moments. This is the April 18th issue. That's the April 25th issue. And that's the May 2nd issue. Do I do it? Do I do two more? Do I do it? Yes, I shall do two more. I'll 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 do two more. But I'm going to listen to some music first to get my head in the game. Alright, I'm back. I'm rejuvenated. Ready to go. Mostly, I think. I don't know if I'll speedrun this because it's 9:58. So I lied. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and then I'll come back and then I'll do two pretty fast but normal Sunday Funnies reviews. Hold on. Alrighty, we're back. Couple wrecks. Put my hat back on correctly because it was starting to give me a bit of pain. Whew, now we're back. Whoa. Still gets caught on that. Peanuts. Good old Charlie Brown rerun. Snoopy is running from the big ball. Indiana Jones reference. That's the eye catch. Okay, Snoopy, you're our leadoff batter. Let's start this off with a but look out for Peppermint Patsy. Patty. God, she's a good pitcher. Here we go. The first pitch of the season. I love baseball. Bonk. What kind of game are you playing? You beaned my best player. I didn't do that on purpose, Chuck. He was crowding the plate. I was just trying to rush him back. Forget it. I'm taking my team home. You can't forfeit the game, Chuck. If you do, you lose. Don't forfeit the game, Chuck. I'm disgraced. Winning a game from Chuck's team by forfeit is the most degrading thing that can happen to a team manager. Maybe you should. Maybe you could forfeit the game, sir. Stop calling me sir. 6.5. Nothing to note. It's lore, though. It finished off the baseball saga. Everyone was so waiting for the end of that. We've already seen that Zitzai catch. It's a pile of dirt, and then they get out of the pile of dirt. We should have cleaned the van this week. We just have to clean it again next week. I saw this one a while ago, too. 6.5. Hold on. I'm in the industry, baby. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose again. This is a whole ordeal. Every time I sneeze, I blow my nose, and every time I blow my nose, I gotta sneeze. It's the fox trot of the week, ain't it? It's kite, and then it's lightning and kite, and then more lightning and kites, or is that just more kites? No, that's just a kite. But what is that? Is it branches? I don't know. No, it is lightning. Dang, you think it'd be charging by now? Are we at 100? Are we 100% certain your brother's phone is waterproof? Good joke. 7.5. Oh, sorry, I gotta 7.5. Better for worse of the week. Hi, just a minute. I want to get more comfortable. Okay, yep, see ya, bye. Well, I talked on the phone for quite a while there. It must have been half an hour. Who was it, honey? Anyone we know? Did they go to your school? Did you talk about homework? It sounded like someone in your math class. Are they in your math class? Why don't you invite this person over to the house? You know how much we like meeting our friends, your friends. What happened, sis? A boy called me. 6.5. Garfield of the week, ain't it? And then Garfield walks over, and then Garfield walks over to the box, and then Garfield walks past the box, but then he turns back around, looks at the box, gets in the box. Cat thing. 6.5. It's a cat thing. Put me down so I can flip it over. Obviously, you know that by now. We've been at the Sunday Funnies for an hour and a half, and gee, am I tired. What is it with the Sunday Funnies, and if you get an 8-minute video in, it just immediately caves in on itself. Couple wrecks, couple Grammys on him. Throw it back, throw it back. Whoa, got caught again. BC the week, ain't it? Honk, and then it cuts in half. Oh, it was with a scythe. Chip, 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 chip. Wipe. Sloop, schlup. And then he climbs it up a hill. Open wide, and then he teeth replacement. Remember, it's only a temp. 6.5. I got the horrible of the week. Are you pretty? Of course you're pretty. Why haven't you talked to the magic mirror? Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? Well, aren't you going to answer? Never mind. Are you afraid I'll hurt your feelings? No. I'm afraid of risking 7 years of bad luck. Whew! And then it's gonna get shattered. Good joke. 7 years of bad luck. That'll get a 7. Good things in your past was vid. And when you tick the ball, and then you go yes, and you flung tick foom. 4 raining golf balls. 1